Black Forest cake. I really love this dish. It's so much fun to build and it is so memorable, it's going to have your guests talking about it for weeks. You'll need fresh cherries, select eggs, Woolworths thickened cream, select dark cooking chocolate and select butter. Click below for the recipe and full list of ingredients. The base to this Black Forest cake is creaming your butter and your sugar. I'm just chopping the butter into a large dice. This will make it cream easier with the sugar. 1.5 cups. And we're using caster sugar today. And now beat it until it's beautiful and pale and creamy. Add your eggs one at a time. I use a total of 6 eggs in this recipe, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And this mixture is ready for the dry ingredients now. You always want to sift your dry ingredients because again, that's going to give you a gorgeous, light, fluffy end result. I'm using 3 1/3 cups of self-raising flour in this recipe and 2/3 of a cup of plain flour. Now you use self-raising flour to give you that beautiful rise of your cake, and the plain flour adds a density so that the cake's easier to cut. To finish, add 1.5 cups of cocoa powder and milk. Gently mix and place into 2 baking trays. Preheat your oven at 180 degrees and place the mixture in for 40 to 45 minutes. With the cakes in the oven, I'm getting on to all of our filling for this gorgeous cake. I've got beautiful cherries, which are just bursting with flavour at the moment. Now, I'm cheating a little bit, which is absolutely fine. This is a cherry pitter. If you don't have one of these little cherry pitters, it's not a problem. You just use a paring knife.
The best cherries are glossy and plump with a bright green stem, and that's a sure sign of freshness. This one's perfect. Just leave the stems on to keep them nice and fresh and store them in a plastic or a paper bag in the fridge.
I've melted some chocolate. I'm going to pour it onto my marble slab and show you how to make some beautiful chocolate shavings. The important things to remember are a very clean, dry, large, sharp knife and holding it at a 45-degree angle to the chocolate. Then it is just a matter of bringing it towards you. Then you're going to get these gorgeous curls. Beautiful. Now it's time to start assembling. Carefully cut each cake into 3 1.5 centimetre layers. Then add a generous drizzle of raspberry cordial and some soft peaking whipped cream. Make sure to leave a border as the cream will spread. Sprinkle a handful of cherries and repeat the process for each layer. And now for the last layer to finish this gorgeous cake off. Just going to dot my cherries around. I want to take a little bit more care with this layer, being our presentation layer. This cake is ready for the chocolate shavings on top. And the very last thing I'm going to do is just dot some gorgeous fresh cherries in with the chocolate. The perfect finish to an alfresco Christmas.